All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Redskins. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Adams, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bird. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Hut! Hut!
He'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. First carry for Darius Geis, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Allen has it, left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. And here come the Redskins now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. It's Geis on the counter. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and now running right through it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got it first and goal at the 7.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Lucky 56. Detroit.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Abdullah. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go.
On the handoff, it's Geis. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're...
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out.
Hey. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Nick Kwiatkowski in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. This is brought in at the 21. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Bird. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
On 2nd down, Adams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 1st downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Green 39! Green 39!
He'll look to throw. Off to Geis on the screen. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Going up top. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Complete. Richardson has it. Finding room inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Gone!
2 minutes to go here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. They'll look to throw now on first down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. He's got it at the 15. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. A huge play there for Chicago. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Amir Abdullah with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach.
Under pressure, they got him again. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
They'll look to throw here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll run on first down. Adams. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. And Sims lost it. He lost the football. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And Hopkins' kick is good. We have hit. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now this has not been his game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Returnable for Thomas. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because
they've got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, Adams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down. This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And some room to work. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them? Great tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
You got him. You got him. You got him. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll set up a throw. Sliding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. Looking deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Adams. Now loose football. The ball comes out into the Redskins. Have it they do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Back to throw here. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 46. They'll drop the throw. He's going to air one out. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Thompson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. And he's got it up and through. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, 5. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
Detroit! All right, here we go.
The handoff to Abdullah. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now back to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. He'll drop to throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height Setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Thompson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to look for Allen now. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now Adams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bird. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle complete. It's Sims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
No. Check. Patriot.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Here we go now.
Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Tackle made there by Robert Alford.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
It's brought in by Dodson. A big gain of 31 on third down. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. Trying to lay one up deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. back to throw. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. Back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Akeem Hicks in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
All right, now, look at 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Bears, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Washington, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.